right, good morning YouTube, Sean here. So I got a video to do for David over at Really Big Monkey One. He's a bushcrafter, survivalist, outdoor guy, makes a lot of his own gear. And we were talking about sharpening, so told him I would do a video of my setup. And so let's get started. I use a 1x30. Now I always wanted a 2x72, but I just couldn't justify the cost or the space for it. So a couple years ago, my storage shed got broke into, and them crackhead, meth head thieves stole well over $9,000 worth of tools that I had collected over the years. So thank God I had insurance for that, because that's the only way I was able to get this. This particular setup, it's a little expensive, absolutely it is, but it's way better than like the Harbor Freight or other standard 1x30s. The reason I like this is because it's variable speed. It's pivotable. You can turn the head like this. You can put on, well, the pleating is removable, so you can concave or convex things, the top as well. It's got these different tool rests here that you can put on. Now, if it's laying flat, this gets bolted on underneath there like that, and then this tool rest goes like that. So for like doing the, like spine work, different things, etc. It also comes with a different wheel here for doing a different radius, hollow ground, blah blah blah. The belts that I use are silicon carbide. I bought a couple kits online, and so I've got 80, 120, 220, 320, 400, 600, 800, and 1000. And then I also got a couple of these leather straps. I have mixed feelings about these, but they do work. So the pros, yeah, they just simply work. It's quick, it's fast. And because this is variable speed, I don't have to worry about excessive blade heat. And I have a lot more control. So what I don't like about them is these glue seams here. It's like a scarf joint, but this one's a little bit of bump here. So, and then I use a couple different compounds. This one is green, and then typically I put like a mother's aluminum polish on that one. So cleans them up pretty nice. But there it is. So let's fire it up just so you can see. So it'll go up to about 6,000 RPM and all the way down to about 300, I think it is. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, 300 is about the lowest I can get it. So anyway, it's been a really huge time saver. Now I do have another 1x30 over here. I just strictly use this one for wood. It doesn't get used a lot, but it gets used enough, so sanders are so important for sharpening. There's a traditional way of stones, and there's a billion ways to sharpen a blade. Basically anything that dulls a blade, you can sharpen a blade with. You just got to figure it out. So, and then over here, I have my buffer, and so it's a Harbor Freight. Absolutely dig it. I think I paid a little less than I don't know, about $150 for it. I think something like that. I don't remember. But I need to get a medium felt and a hard felt wheel. These loose spiral sewn, yeah, they're great for buffing metals. But when you're doing edge work, you can round over an edge pretty quick. So definitely need to get those hard felt wheels. And then I've got different compounds here. Again, Harbor Freight. So this one is basically for stainless. This is black emery, steel, iron. I mean, you can really buff anything with anything. But here's green, copper, brass, stainless, high polish finish. Here's a tripoly, copper, brass, aluminum, most metals. This is white. Restores the natural look of aluminum and plastics. I've used that one actually quite a bit, like on taillights and headlights. And this one's for gold, silver, you know, precious metals, things like that. So it's a pretty good setup. Here's a knife that I made about 10 years ago that got all rusty and it was all dinged up. So I've been working on that one. Definitely cuts paper, but here's proof. So got some really nice curly cues with it. Pretty happy with it so far. And then we'll go over here. Here is a BPS bushcrafter that I pimped out. So I had ordered, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them for gifts. And every single one of them came scary sharp, nice mirror polished blade, the whole bit. I got this one. It was like a polished butter knife. So I says, you know what? I'm just going to work it out. So I took the scales off, sanded them up a little bit, threw them in some stain, and then soaked them in some Danish oil. And then I forced a patina on the blade with pickle juice. And I sharpened the blade up to 600 grit, and then just ran them on the power strop real quick. So, and cut me a bunch of feather sticks. And yes, it still cuts paper. Here's a draw knife that I did. I think every bushcraft pack needs a draw knife. Typically, you can find these on garage sales. I think I might have paid $5 for this one. And just put a little elbow grease in it. Tell you what, it works well. So, and anytime you're dealing with a single bevel blade like this, it's the back, the flatness of the back that actually really matters. So we still got more work to do on this, but it does slice through wood like butter. So let's go check out some other projects. All right, so here's some more draw knives. This one's a little bit smaller. This is because there's a belly here, a radius, and then the front is also convexed. This is for like doing like curves. I got some other flat ones for peelers and things. Here's an old plumb double bit. I've had this for years, but I got to put a new handle on it. And I've never rehandled an axe before, so let's see how that one turns out. I mean, here's an old roofer's hatchet. I got to do some work on. It's been dinged around, but this thing's fantastic. This I just did a flat grind, or well, Scandi on it. Come on, focus. Yeah, that one's been good. In fact, that's really about all you need. And here is a, check this out. This is an original handle on this thing. See how it's curved? Back is flat. A little hewing hatchet. I love that thing. It's a little heavy. This is a keen cutter, I believe. Yep, there it is. I found this at a antique store. I think I paid $20 for it. Pretty happy with that. Then you got another one with a little bit smaller head on it. And I can't wait to restore this one. This one definitely needs a new handle on it. So I think what I'll end up doing is steam bending. So I get that same curvature as the keen. And I think that would make a nice pack axe. And then this was my son's first little hatchet when he was about 8 or 9. So it's about 20 years ago. Pretty cool. But yeah, so anyway, there you go, David. Hope that helps. Not sure what else I can say about it, beside that I'll tell you what, that thing's really been a time saver. A 1x30 versus a 2x72, you know, if you got the time, you got the money and the space for a 2x72, that's great. But this is really all that I needed, and I have found ways to use it outside the box per se. And then with the silicon carbide belts, they tend to hold up. I save all my old ones for doing different things because they're still gritty. They're just wore out. So I would have to say this one's probably about well, from 1,000 grit to, man, maybe 3,000-4,000. So they definitely have their purpose. I'm not a guy that likes to waste anything either. So anyway, there you go, guys. Take care, and we will talk to you later.